Pony people. How's it going this morning? Nice. Welcome to the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Comic-Con panel. We have so much fun stuff for you guys today. I'm Megan McCarthy. I last year sat over here, and if you were here, you watched me hobble up to the stage because I had a giant bright pink cast on my leg. So a little easier to make an entrance today. But now I am the VP Head of Storytelling, which is an awesome title, for Hasbro. So they have asked me to moderate this year. We'll see if that was a good decision. So I want to call to the stage our panelists. First up, we have Jim Miller, who is the series supervising director for season 6. Next up, we have Josh Haber, who's our story editor for season 6. And the lovely ladies of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. First up, we have Tara Strong. As you know, she's the voice of political speechwriter, Twilight Sparkle. Tabitha St. Germain, voice of Rarity. Ashley Ball, who voices Applejack and Rainbow Dash. And always looks really good in hats. Andrea Libman, our voice of Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. And last but certainly not least, Kathy Westlick, our voice of Spike. All right, so I'm going to ask these guys some questions, and you guys will get a little dirt on the show and such. So first up for Josh and Jim, we're 6 seasons, 130 episodes aired. What has been sort of the most challenging part of working on Pony? And before you answer, I do want to remind you that, Jim, you're sitting next to Josh, and Josh, you're sitting next to Jim, so you shouldn't say each other.
Staying alive, I guess. And sane.
Yeah, staying friends.
But it is magic.
Honestly, you'd think that the most challenging thing would be to find more friendship stories. You'd think that would be the most challenging thing.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Especially when you're not friends in real life. Like,
Yeah. It makes we're really good at pretending. So.
Girls, you're both pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, actually, it's just. It's challenging to think of friendship stories, but then when they occur to you, it's like, oh, obviously, that's what it should be.
For us on like making the visual side of things, like trying to keep the scale, like the scale of the show has increased with every season, and trying to continually up our game, especially after some of the last few seasons where, well, thanks to you, like Twilight's Kingdom set the bar so high, and now trying to make sure that we stay at least dang close to that ceiling or beyond has been really challenging. I think we've done it, but it's been a challenge.
I think you guys have succeeded.
Next stop, space.
Yeah! Or inner space.
And what's been the most surprising for you guys of working on the show?
This?
Yeah. Continues to be the fan response.
That I'm here talking to people that I've been asked to come and blather on about this stuff, that's surprising.
It's amazing that it continues to grow.
And also that I have not been fired is surprising.
That's always surprising to me. Yeah, it's just that I feel like the response keeps arcing up and up and up, and I keep waiting to hit some sort of pinnacle, and it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, you know, when you get a tweet storm of like, oh, the show's been mentioned in political stuff, it's like that. What?
It's insanity.
That's weird.
Plagiarism is not magic.
That's Twilight's real argument.
So, ladies, question for you guys. You have been playing these roles for quite some time now. How do you feel like your character has evolved over the course of all of these seasons? And Tara, we'll start with you and go down the line.
Oh gosh, hi everybody.
I
I'd say obviously physically, Miss Twilight has gone through some changes now that she's a princess. I think for Twilight, there's been a lot of growth in her character in terms of her confidence and feeling like she's got a handle on things instead of worried about being tardy. And she's grown and she's matured, and her desire to help other people is growing, and just kind of like a normal girl. And she's become super confident and strong and still values all her friendships very much. So.
How have I grown? Well, I think I've gotten hotter every single year. Yeah, I got some new teeth made out of apple wood, and they're hot.
Well, how I've grown, it's very, very hard for perfection to grow. But I did get a couple of new shops. Over to you.
I mean, I think you can't really get more awesome than I am, so it's, I guess I've just gotten maybe 20% cooler. But yeah, I think that Applejack's got some, she's doing some growing. She's learning about family some more, and yeah, I think there's more to learn, and there's always more growing to happen on the show, so.
Party? Did someone say party? Party? Me? Do I get to go to a party? Party, 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 party now? Change? What's that?
I think I'm a little bit more confident than I used to be, but just a little.
I'm awake now.
Wakey, wakey!
Yeah, whatever. Well, I think the biggest thing about Spike is that his muscles have grown, wouldn't you say? Spikey Wikey is, he's constantly growing, and he's getting more brave and glorious as the show goes on. So outside of his muscles, I think he's doing a good job with that and keeping all the ponies in line, as usual.
So you guys might have recognized the voice of Quibble Pants is Patton Oswalt. So very excited to have ponified him in a role that was literally written for him. We knew he was going to do the show and said, we know the part for you to play. So Jim, I thought maybe you could share how we were able to get Patton to be a pony.
Yeah, it's a Twitter magic story. I was out for dinner with my girlfriend, and he was tweeting one night about watching the show with his daughter and how amazing and clever and funny it was, and not just for kids in that sort of appeals to everyone aspect. And I thought, oh, well, my girlfriend wisely said, you should message him. And I'm like, okay, it'll just get lost in this sea of tweets. So I was like, oh, haha, I'm the director on the show. Thanks for the kind words. If you ever want to be on the show, maybe we can work something out. Thinking nothing will happen. A couple seconds later, my phone goes blorp, and Patton Oswalt is now following you. And almost pooped my pants.
Hey, poop jokes.
So we start DMing pleasantries back and forth, like, oh, you're great. Oh, your show's great.
Is that how that's how you read his tweets aloud?
Yeah, exactly. Just to whoever's in the restaurant. And then I said, well, if I can ask and see what happens. So we have a weekly call with the folks in LA, with Hasbro, with Josh, who was story editing season 6 at the time, and Megan, and I think Brian Leonard was on the call at the time as well, and said like Patton would do the show, and everyone was super on board with making it happen, and it's a testament to their awesomeness that they went out of their way to not only get him on the show, but to write an amazing part that really speaks in what I think is a really good version of his voice, plays to all his strengths, and I am ridiculously proud of this episode.
It's gonna be fantastic. He's so easy to write for too. He's such a specific voice. We knew exactly what we were gonna do with him.
It's just naturally funny.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And when he came in to do the record session, we were just floored. Just how great it was. And Ashley was on the line with him, acting opposite
It was
him.
super cool. He was like, "Oh, I'm a really big fan of yours." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, I guess his daughters are huge fans of the show, so that was pretty cool having Patton be a fan. But yeah, he was amazing. I'm pretty sure he like went into it with a cold read. He was
He
"I
hadn't
never
read
really
the
read the
script.
script. Let's just
but
do this."
Which never happens.
No,
Yeah.
and he killed it. Absolutely
so
killed
good.
it. Our voice director still talks about it. Like, remember when we had Patton on? That was really good. What a bro. Yeah.
Wait, was that dinner with the girlfriend and the tweet? And was that before he was on Fallon talking about?
It was on
or was
Conan. Yeah, it was
Conan.
well before. This is like almost 2 years ago, September 27th, 2014.
So that
Not that
Conan
that
thing
date
was
is
just a
forever.
tease
Yeah,
for this episode.
He was trolling everyone when he was on Conan. And if you've seen his Talking for Clapping special that's on Netflix, he's got the same, like a longer version of the same bit about Pony, and it's really great. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, my only concern with the episode is it's about Rainbow Dash and Patton's character like being super fans of something. So I don't know
I don't know if
if I'm
anyone,
really-
can anyone relate to that?
Yeah, we really had to. I had to do a lot of research on that. So.
Can I just say, Jim got me Patton's autograph, and my housekeeper wrote a bitter melon soup recipe on it.
Oh.
It just makes it that much
I
more
was gonna say,
valuable.
it tastes better,
It really
doesn't it?
does.
So look for that on eBay in 6 months.
So, guys, this is for everybody, and we'll go down the line. Without giving too much away, what are some of your favorite things that the folks are going to get to see in the next 13 episodes of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic?
I've just been finishing up the finale, and it's pretty awesome in my opinion.
it's
I
so
won't even tell you what's going on, but it's great. And you wrote it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
So despite the fact that you wrote it, I made it a lot better.
Oh, just like you always do. There's one episode in particular that's coming up that I'm particularly looking forward to. I'm a bit of a role-playing game enthusiast, and there may or may not be a game in Equestria that is similar that certain ponies and dragons might play. So I'm really excited for that. And maybe a Draconis or two.
Maybe.
Draconiquis.
Yeah, no one knows how to pronounce it properly. Draconiquis?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Twilight gets a map adventure, so that's kind of exciting. She gets to go to Wonderbolt Academy. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
She's going to
You just
Wonderbolt
did.
Academy.
No, you're not.
So that was kind of
Forget that part.
We've got a story coming up in which there's a bit of a nautical incident. And we all look at it from a different perspective. And of course, Rarities is the correct one.
Of course. I think I have to say the Patton Oswalt one, the next episode. You guys better tune in.
Yeah, 1 week. 1 week, guys.
away.
You all not
Yeah.
wait.
It was just such a blast to record that. Mostly because I didn't have to be in the room with any of these
Hi.
Just joking. Or whatever.
Like right now.
No, but to have an episode about fandoms was like, it was very cool, incorporating like conventions with it was like a weird Inception kind of thing.
Stop giving it all away.
Sorry. Anyway, but that was the best, and I think Patton like improvised the very last scene. He just like went on.
Spoilers.
Sorry, nothing. Never mind. Man, don't tell
Seems
me
that
to
way
talk
because we
there.
wrote it so well.
Is anyone a fan of The Walking Dead? So
If you aren't, it's on your badge, so tough.
yeah,
Need to figure it out. It's here.
so pony zombies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I can't wait.
Spike continues to make new friends, and this time of the changeling form. And he gets his own song.
Finally.
About time.
Hey.
Stand by.
So I'm fired because you guys totally gave away too much.
Sorry.
So, because we have our cast all gathered here today, we thought it would be fun to do a little table read of a scene for you guys. I'm gonna read the stage direction of this, and I am not a professional voice actor, so I will do my best here. Exterior valley below Canterlot. Applejack's hat flows down a stream. Then Applejack grabs her hat from the water, puts it on, and turns to her friends.
Every pony okay?
I think my bottom's on backward. We just got our cupcakes handed to us by the worst party crasher ever.
We gotta go back there and fight. Yeah, but you saw the size of those goons. You seriously want to go back? So now what? We can't hide here forever, and we can't let them get Twilight.
Well, what are we gonna do?
The ponies and Spike continue to murmur amongst themselves.
No.
I'm scared.
As the camera pushes in on Twilight, whose back is to her friends, thinking, suddenly she remembers something.
The Queen.
The friends stop and look at her.
Yeah, the Queen. What Queen?
Celestia told Luna to find the queen of the hippos. Luna can't, so I have to.
She nods, her mind whirling as the others stare at her incredulous.
Hippos? Seriously? I've heard they're surprisingly graceful for their size, but they're always hungry.
Hungry? Hippos?
Fluttershy and Rarity look at each other. Twilight looks downstream.
They're somewhere south, past the Badlands.
But that means we'll have to leave Equestria. But I'm not even packed!
Twilight regards her frightened friends. A moment of doubt flits across her eyes.
I understand you're scared, and no pony else has to go. But I have to find this queen. She might be our only hope.
Twilight tries to keep it together. She's clearly not okay, but with no choice, she turns to go. The others regard each other for a moment, then...
Well, you're not getting all the glory. We're in this together.
We got your back.
Indeedy. I am ready to save Equestria.
Yay.
Spike
all
enters...
Sorry.
Take two.
Take two. Spike enters, joining the group.
We're all behind you, Twilight.
Let's go find this hippo.
Pinky starts to bounce in the wrong direction.
Boing, boing, boing.
South?
The friends groan.
Grown. You grown.
Any pony up for a game of I Spy? No, really, come on. I spy with my little eyes something that is orange. Huh? No takers? It's you, Applejack! Are we there yet?
So I just realized something. We accidentally handed out the wrong script. Because that was a scene from the movie.
I thought it sounded familiar.
So I guess you guys got an extra sneak peek at some things. But I guess since we are revealing some stuff about the movie here today, we got a couple of questions via Twitter that I want to answer. So the first one was, will there be a tearjerker or two in the movie? Yes. I have to say these ladies just bring it in this film, and yeah, I'm gonna tear up now even just thinking about it because it's so moving and wonderful. And the second question we got via Twitter was, any chance you can tease the new characters for the MLP movie? Yes, I can. So we're going to show one of the new characters from the movie. I think they've got an image of her that they'll put up. This is Songbird Serenade, and I don't know if you can quite tell by her design, but she is actually going to be played by Sia, who obviously had a hand in her design, and she's performing not one but two songs for the movie, and I've gotten to hear them, and one of them just goosebumps, like my goosebumps have goosebumps. It's so good. So yeah, very excited about the upcoming film, and I'm sure we'll have lots more to share with you in the future. But like, just keep the whole scene from the movie thing. Just
Don't tell anyone.
don't
you
tell
saw
anybody.
this.
Just between us.
It's just between us, guys. I don't expect to see this later on Twitter. So I know this is the part that everybody always gets really excited about. We're going to take some questions from you guys. So if you guys will line up in front of the mic over here, and if we can have our smaller fans get a chance to ask their questions first. So kids at the front of the line there, and they always ask the hardest ones. That's why we put them up there.
Will we ever see cheese sandwich again?
I hope so.
I had a cheese sandwich yesterday. You can all make them at home yourself.
See him anytime.
It's really easy. Bread, cheese, bit of butter, maybe some mayo if you're feeling freaky. Hey, as long as the show goes on, anything's possible.
Sure.
Is there a difference between the My Little Pony voices and the Equestria Girls voices?
Is there any difference between the My Little Pony voices and the Equestria Girls voices?
Hopefully not. They're people, so yeah.
We don't really change anything when we do acting for Equestria Girls, because when we're doing the pony show, we don't think, oh, we have to sound like a horse. We do them as our
don't?
But
characters.
the Equestria Girls' voices do have
I sure
hands.
They do. They have a lot more hands.
They have fingers.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's much
Good
difference
question.
at all. No. Good question.
Thank you. Please, please, please make another Cutie Mark Christmas or something like that. I really want
More
one.
Cutie Mark Crusaders? Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, I'm just
Wish
asking for
granted.
another
Done.
Yes.
character. I just want another character or something.
You will be getting more CMCs before the season is out.
Thank you.
But only
But only because you asked
asked.
so nicely.
Yeah, I'm going back to Vancouver tonight to make that happen.
Are you gonna put any more like little Easter eggs from like shows that the grown-ups like? Because my dad really likes the Big Lebowski.
Do we do that?
That's my bread and butter, man.
And Doctor Who's.
You want to take it out?
We always put as much. We like to layer the shows, so yeah, as much as we can possibly put in to let your parents watch the show. I mean, your parents let you watch the show.
And also, as much as we can, that until Hasbro says stop. And thankfully, they have yet to say stop. So we're either being really subtle or they like what we're doing.
Thank you.
I love that dress.
Oh,
So good.
nice rainbow dash over there.
It's okay.
So cute.
You can do it. Be brave like Rainbow Dash.
We believe in you. When will you do another video?
The
That's
30th.
a great question.
The 30th of this month.
How many ponies does each episode take?
To make it,
Yeah.
Is this a joke?
there's a stable under the studio.
We're confused.
The hardest thing is to get them to hold the animation
light bulb.
implements
Yeah.
with their hooves.
We ask them to do it with their mouth, but when they, mashing the keys on the computer sometimes, we go through a lot of keyboards.
Dear Princess Celestia, how many ponies does it take to make an episode?
All of
Anybody
them.
got the punchline?
As many as it takes to change a light bulb.
As many as it takes to make a friend.
So just one. Yay!
In the movie, is Zecora gonna be in it?
I've revealed too much already. I can't answer that.
Okay.
We'll talk later. Find me later.
Why is Spike a dog in the Equestria Girls?
Because dogs are better than people.
And dogs are descendants from dragons. I think everybody knows this.
Well, I can answer that.
Have you ever smelled your dog's breath? That's
I can-
dragon breath.
I can answer that because he's man's best friend.
Yeah.
There you go.
Girl's best friend. Student's best friend.
How many series are there?
How many series are there? Like how many seasons? There are 6 seasons that we know about.
That we know about.
She wants to know when there's going to be another Power Ponies show.
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question. I'd like to know as well. Well, as I told the people who were asking about cheese sandwich, as long as the show continues, I guess anything's possible.
Hello, my question's for Ashley. Ashley, I know a lot of people have discovered your music through this show, and I'm weird, like I'm the other way around. I've been listening to you for like, I don't know, my whole life, and then
I'm old.
and then I heard that you were on the show, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. My favorite musician's on a kid show, and then I watched it, and I'm like, this show's really cool. So my question is, are you planning to do any music outside the great stuff you do for animation in the future? Because I know you're kind of on hiatus right now.
Yeah, I've been working on some music. The band, my band Hey Ocean, we're taking a bit of a breather. I've been really busy with this kind of stuff, so that sort of took over. But I have been working on a solo project for a while. It's taken a while to get done, but
So stoked.
you can expect some music in the next, let's say, like 6 months, hopefully. But yeah, I have been working on some solo stuff with a really amazing producer. So
excited.
yeah, thank you. It's all focused on ponies as well. It's just like all about
Who
ponies.
acts Princess Celestia?
What was
Who
that?
acts Princess Celestia?
Nicole.
Nicole Oliver is the actress who does Princess Celestia. She's not here, but she's amazing.
She's lovely.
She's very lovely.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello. So, despite wearing this, I'm speaking for a lot of fans here, but are we getting any Princess Celestia episodes in the future?
May.
Totally possible.
Thank you.
All right, hello. Okay, so now with the latest movie, we've known that we have another Twilight, right? So I was wondering if we have another Sunset Shimmer, but like in the real world, not Pony World.
You mean like here at Comic-Con?
Probably see a good half dozen
just
on
like,
the
yeah,
floor.
Danny.
right outside.
In the movies, or maybe a cameo or something.
I think that's within the realm of possibility, since that it's sort of
I will
established
say
that's
that-
how things work.
Katrina Hadley, who's the co-director on the Equestria Girls stuff, is pretty much Sunset Shimmer in real life. It's really weird. Yeah. She walks on all fours.
In terms of the movie, how much of it is actually done?
Not enough.
Enough.
It comes out next October 2017. So the amount that should be done by where we are to make sure we have a movie come out then. I've seen stuff.
We've seen some sneak peeks. It looks really awesome.
It does look awesome.
My question's for Jim Miller, and I noticed you were talking to William Shatner on Twitter, and I'm wondering if he'll be a special guest.
I would love to work with William Shatner, but it's those kinds of things like making schedules work and getting that's the boring part of making a show but if an opportunity arose where it felt natural for him to be in the show, I would love to make that happen.
So if you're listening, Will.
Yeah, he's here, right? Maybe tell him.
Yeah.
Hello. I have a lot of friends who are fans of older generations, but they're not too big on G4. But what they do like is when they see older pony characters in Equestria. Any plan, like Moon Dancer, any plans on some more of that?
characters from earlier generations of pony in G4. Again, it's one of those things that it's, we're always open to doing that sort of thing. Obviously, we've done it in the past. So, yeah, it's in that same realm of question of, could this happen? Yes.
Thank you. You look wonderful.
My Little Pony has had a history of guest stars since the first My Little Pony movie with Danny DeVito. That being said, if you could bring any guest star into My Little Pony, who would it be?
Tom Waits. 100%.
Oh my God. I would bring David Bowie back from the dead.
Oh, I want a Game of Thrones crossover.
Yeah.
Deadpool. I want like Miley Cyrus to show up as like some cousin or something of Applejack.
The cousin we don't talk about.
Maybe Adele, a Hello Pony.
Oprah.
Do you guys collect your own character?
Yes.
Yes.
Do they collect their own character? Like, do
You
they
have lots of
do you collect
toys.
your own character?
Yes.
We get given to, our characters a lot at conventions. I don't know about you guys, but I've got like a...
I'm 100 years old and I play with my ponies every day.
I collect them all.
I've got to make more room in my apartment for like my pony stash. Should probably give this away or something. Do you?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Fluttershy.
No.
How many Fluttershies do you have?
I don't have any of the dolls yet.
She doesn't have any.
Let's change that. Who's got a Fluttershy? Give this girl a Fluttershy right now. Right this second.
Thank you. Are you guys gonna make a discard throne? Or discard,
A throne? Are we going to make a throne for Discord?
He's got a throne in the show. You've seen it's the one with the crazy antlers on the back.
Yeah, but
Oh, you mean part of the throne room?
yeah.
There's not really any room. We'd have to redecorate and move a bunch of things around.
Make the table bigger.
Those chairs are they came out of the floor, so they're really hard to slide.
I feel like his chair wouldn't really go with the others.
It doesn't really fit the aesthetic. I think he's probably welcome to stand.
Sure.
Or hover.
Could bring his big comfy chair and just sort of set it up in the...
Yeah, I think he's more of a throw pillow guy.
Yeah.
She's so unimpressed.
Yeah.
That's like wrong.
That's not what
Just put in the throne.
He does.
Good question.
That was a good question.
Thank you.
Hi guys, it's good to see you again. My question is a fun one. Do you guys have any fun convention stories you'd like to share?
Oh, fun convention stories that you'd like to share.
Hey, remember when we kidnapped a brony?
I do not recall that at all.
Remember that?
No, I don't.
Remember when we kidnapped an actual human being?
Nope. Nope. Do not recall.
Remember? I think it was your idea.
Nope. Nope.
Remember, you sat beside him in the back and held him against his will and
Didn't
forced
happen.
him to go to
Wasn't
the
there.
hotel
Never happened.
without his friends.
Nope.
Okay.
I think he's still in that car, right?
I hijacked some walkie-talkies. I think it was in Ohio. Was that where it was? And instead of a Pokemon Go, we kind of played Spike Go, but we didn't know we were doing that. It was fun.
Why is Princess Celestia a princess but not a queen?
That is an excellent question.
Good question.
Because queens are evil. In every other thing that people make.
Good answer.
Their form of government is very different from ours.
It is. It's very complex.
There's no need for a queen because it's like this joint between princesses, and then that way no one feels inferior than the other, and it's a whole system.
No one has to plagiarize.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
idea.
there's still
though.
a royal class, let's be clear. Hi there.
My question is about the season 6 premiere. At the ending of the episode, is what that shadow was in the middle of the sky.
It's an animation mistake, right, guys?
No, I don't think so.
Like a smudge.
There's really big birds in the Crystal Empire that fly by themselves.
Thank you.
Is Starlight Glimmer ever going to get her own throne in the throne room?
Ooh, I don't know. I think she's got to earn it, right? Something to work towards.
Do you mind if I write that down? I might need that later.
If this is a meritocracy, I think Rarity really should have a throne in the throne room as well.
You do have a throne in the throne
She
room.
means in Canterlot. She's like Luna, Celestia.
Yes, even Spike has a chair.
Even Spike has a
Do you guys watch this show?
Well, seriously, you should have as many as you want, Rarity.
Taking
Andrea and I have 2 thrones.
Chair
So
for
ha.
Starlight.
See, Game of Thrones is the perfect crossover.
How many ponies are there?
Oh my.
In Equestria.
Like
I think
Awesome question.
We sent out the census, and we're just waiting to get it back and start collating the data.
Unfortunately, Discord is in charge of calculating the numbers, and it always comes back with like fish.
Imaginary numbers.
Yeah.
For all you math nerds.
Okay. Thank you.
Good question.
That's a great question.
In Castlemania, in the end, who was the pony of shadows with the green eyes?
That's a great question because the guy who wrote the episode is this guy right here. Josh? Who was the
was it,
pony of
Josh?
shadows?
He's a mysterious, shadowy figure who has to remain a mystery for all time. For now is shown all time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone's so cute and they say thank you, and y'all haven't answered one question.
Yeah. Really, they all just came to see us dance around our NDAs.
There's some stuff
Are
we
you
can't
guys
talk
ever
about.
gonna add any more ponies into My Little Pony?
Are we going to add any more ponies to My Little Pony? Yes.
Yes.
There are
Yes.
ponies being added right now.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we will always
meet
like to
lots of
introduce
new
new ponies and new characters. It's one of the fun parts of the show is to see how these other main 6 get to interact with other ponies in their world.
They're always going to
Okay.
need to make new friends.
Exactly.
The world just
Great
gets
question.
bigger and bigger.
Thank you.
I loved Rainbow Dash's Song I'll Fly in season 5. Will Rainbow Dash ever get any more solo songs?
She gets all the solos all the time. Rainbow Dash forever. So yes, I believe Rainbow Dash has some sweet solos coming up. Thank you to Daniel Ingram.
So since season 1, episode 1, and today, there's been a very ambiguous amount of time that has spanned. What does the timeline look like between season 1 and the episode that's happening next week?
I think it's about a week, right? A week of
This could be
equestrian
within
time.
a year.
I think that's right. Yeah, a week.
It looks like a calendar that has a bunch of things stapled on it because no one planned it out beforehand. I always say, like, who knows if time works the same way in Equestria as it does on Earth, and that way we're covered. That's how you can get like 3 hearthwarmings in a single year.
I mean, they control the sun and the moon. They can be whatever they decide.
Exactly.
Just give them an answer. 4 days.
I said a week.
See? There you go. Now he's happy. He has an answer.
So, throughout the show, we've had many one-off villains that have been very minor. Lightning Dust, the Maniac, and so far it's felt like they were just going to stay in the past. But since Gilda came back, I've been questioning, are we ever going to see characters like the Maniac return? All these characters that everyone loves but were minor enough that we previously didn't think were going to get another cameo.
Nope. Next question.
Never, ever, ever.
At least you're answering now.
But as long as the show
No,
continues,
it's
anything's possible.
Yeah, anything is possible.
Right?
I think for most of them, you have to have the right story. You don't want to just throw a character in because fans want to see them. You want to make sure that.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Right, you.
Why is she in that episode? Because the fans wanted her.
I think it's important that the character has a reason to come back, and that if we are bringing them back, that we're servicing them well.
They have to have something to do. Otherwise, we could just make a poster.
Yeah. We'll just pan all your favorites for 22 minutes, and you'll be like, that's the one I like.
Okay, this would have to be the last question.
Oh, last question. Make it a good one.
Hi guys. My question is, will the ponies ever do a Wild West adventure?
Applejack?
Sure hope so. Heck, it's about time. What's up, Jim?
We did.
We've kind of touched on it. You've seen the show, right? Like Appaloosa? We've been there a few times.
There was one character that was performed by a certain person who was in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Wild West.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Name of
Troubleshoes.
Troubleshoes.
That was
So-
you, Jim?
Totes. To answer your question, totes.
Been there, done that. Next question.
No, next question. That was
last
it.
question.
She's so cute. We have to let her ask a question. Look at her pinky pie.
It's a good
All right,
outfit.
Who wants to hear Pinkie Pie's
Gotta
question?
end on a pinky note.
Okay, hi. My question is, will Sunset Shimmer ever return to Equestria? And if she did, would she maybe join Trixie and Starlight Glimmer in a sort of reformed unicorn group?
Are you from Ireland?
No, I'm from Scotland.
Scotland? I'm close.
Scott?
Sorry.
Get
I
it straight,
apologize.
Jim.
A lot of people have asked me that on this trip. I'm quite proud, though, that it's Ireland or Scotland. So.
Can we pack you in our suitcases so we can listen to you all the way home?
Yes. Please.
Well, apparently we do kidnap bronies. So.
Only if you take my brother too.
So asking if Sunset Shimmer might return to Equestria?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That question comes up a lot.
A lot.
It always, because Sunset Shimmer is a huge, fans love Sunset Shimmer because she's awesome.
She is.
So yeah, maybe.
Thank you very much.
How much
Thank
is it
you.
worth
Great
to you?
question.
And we'll be taking donations after the panel.
I want to thank, obviously, our panelists here for My Little Pony, where we all came today. And thanks you to all of you, because we're up here because of you and the support that you have shown to the show, and excited when you guys also get to see the movie, because I think that's going to take us to the next level. So thank you guys so much for coming out. We really appreciate it.
Give it up for Megan for hosting. Woo!